U.S. presidential election looks all but certain to be a rematch of 2020, with Democrat Joe Biden and Republican Donald Trump both sweeping to victory in nomination contests across the country. U.S. President Joe Biden and his predecessor Donald Trump swept to victory in statewide nomination contests on Tuesday, setting up a historic rematch in November's election. On a day traditionally dubbed Super Tuesday, when the most states choose who they think should be candidates, both virtually secured the nomination for their respective parties. Republican Mr. Trump won in Alabama, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Maine, Massachusetts, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas and Virginia, brushing aside Nikki Haley. Meanwhile, Mr. Biden appeared to win easily in 14 states, but lost in the U.S. territory of American Samoa and faces a potentially sizable, uncommitted, vote in Minnesota, where he is still projected to win. Despite their clear victories, a rematch between Mr. Trump, 77, and Mr. Biden, 81, the first repeat U.S. presidential matchup since 1956, is one few Americans seem to want, based on opinion polls. Speaking to a crowd gathered at his Mar-a-Lago home in Florida, Mr. Trump described the president as the worst the country has ever seen. "There's never been anything like what's happening to our country," he added, before wrongly adding 15 million people have crossed the southern border from Mexico to the U.S. But Mr. Biden warned his rival, who is facing a litany of criminal charges, including interference in the 2020 election, is determined to destroy our democracy. He is driven by grievance and grift, focused on his own revenge and retribution, not the American people, he said. He is determined to destroy our democracy, rip away fundamental freedoms like the ability for women to make their own health care decisions, and pass another round of billions of dollars in tax cuts. Immigration and the economy are leading concerns for voters in both parties. Edison exit polls in California, North Carolina and Virginia suggest a majority of Republican voters in those states said they backed deporting illegal immigrants, with Mr. Trump promising to mount the largest deportation effort in U.S. history if elected. Super Tuesday is the day when the most U.S. states choose who they think should be their candidates for president. In 15 states, plus the U.S. territory of American Samoa, Democrats and Republicans say who they want to see on the ballot come November. Super Tuesday, an unofficial name that has been used since at least 1976, is also when the highest number of delegates will be awarded to candidates. Although voters cast ballots for their preferred presidential candidates, it is the delegates to the national party conventions who ultimately select the presidential nominees for each major party. That means candidates need to secure delegates, largely by winning in the primaries, to guarantee their path to the election. This year's Super Tuesday, however, has been dominated by two frontrunners, which is unusual for a day that usually whittles down a pack to a few.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share.